clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. They run the counter. Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one is right down Broadway. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw. You still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 51, Mike 59.
Third and long for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go, G. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check.
On second down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Regular. Switch gears.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
59 mark. Check, 59.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 3. Showing up. Bang.
They run the counter. Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Ready. Get the flag. Mike 44. Record. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Huh? 64. Wait.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Try to do better. Check 15.
Here's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Anyone happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run it again with Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield now. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Let's go, deep, tighten.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's that distance, but he made it.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The tackle by Sione Taki. It's a gain of 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They run the counter. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
On the ground, it's Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 51.
Back to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Browns 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 59. Oh, get it. Run. Mike, check, 59. Hurry. Mike, check, 59.
One last shot from Mayfield here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
freestyle. Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on.